It's about midday on June 28th, 2022, and the shadows are a little intense, but I can't help it. In the summer in Oklahoma, there is not a good time to take photographs. It's always a bit of glare, one way or another. And this is facing the west. We'll go to the west garden. I've got my basil there to make some pesto. The strawberries, they're not really doing anything. My viburnum, my black lace sambucus elderberry, and I've got my basil. And this is a variety of foxglove that's supposed to tolerate the heat, supposed to be able to bloom the first year, and we will see. It's not doing a lot, but I seeded it this spring. We'll see what happens. And here's my little shady seating area underneath this great, big, beautiful maple tree. And the secret to the knockout roses is do prune them back in the spring, because otherwise they get to looking a little manky this time of year. And Verbena bonariensis will seed itself anywhere it can once you got it. And this little shady area, all of these plants were transplanted in here just this fall. And they've all come up beautifully. I've got my Russian sage is finally happy. It was really crowded before where it was. Got my grasses, some salvia, and all these coneflowers. Back there I've got the Rose of Sharon, viburnum, Rose of Sharon, viburnum. And this is Old Wolverton Hall, which is a David Austin English rose that I am really happy to have. It's got a story to it. And then this is globe thistle. It's all over the place. It reseeds really well. Really, really nice. In the back there is some Greek catmint. Supposed to be giant catmint. I don't know. This trellis, the neighbor boy and I put up using rebar, and it's doing pretty well. Hopefully that rose will grow up it. Right now it's mostly morning glories, but the clematis is coming. Just planted that. These are 9-bark. They're native. I've got 3 of them, 2 big ones and a smaller one up front. And then some grasses. That salvia again. I'm trying some dark basil just for ornamental purposes. I just snipped off the little pink blooms, try to get them bushier. And this is my cleome that just bloomed. I grew it from seed, and I'm going to try to make sure that it reseeds around here. That's the goal. Reseeding is the theme this year. And this little crepe myrtle is one of several that I've got. It's called Ebony and Ivory, and hopefully, I just got it 2 years ago. We had a couple hard winters, and hopefully it'll be able to get nice and shady spots in here and some verticality. Pretty grasses. There's another one of the Ebony and Ivory. And so I've got them kind of placed so that there'll be a little bit of shade and verticality. There's the other one, and there's another one. The flowers on them will be white. And here's a pink cleome. Oh, so excited. I've got some dill scattered throughout. There's a big Verbena bonariensis. Really awesome. That reseeds really well. I've got some cosmos in there. Hoping it'll all reseed. And then here's 2 more trellises. Built with rebar. And mostly morning glories right now, but they've got some clematis on them. And some moonflower. And in here, the seating area, that was a birthday present, the bench. I've got the globe thistle is just starting to bloom. Always has a pollinator on it. And in here I've got things that I'm hoping to reseed. The dill, all sorts of things. Cornflower, cosmos. And back there is a artemisia. I've got lots of artemisia in various places in the garden. And it reseeds pretty well. It's good for a few years, and then this one's probably its last year. and I'll hack back the woody bits and let it reseed. And this is a Vitex tree, which in the last 2 months has just been blooming like crazy. It's starting to go over and go to seed, but that's fine. More things I hope that will reseed. I'm letting the oregano go to flower. Pollinators love it, then I'll cut it back. And that's looking north. And I have some prickly poppy, a Texas native, I believe, and I'm hoping that will reseed here along with the cornflower and the cosmos and the dill and the ornamental tobacco, Nicotiana. That I grew from seed, and hopefully that will seed itself. It's starting to send up its flower spikes, so that's exciting. And I've got verbascum, wedding candles. That's a mullein. Down in there is my blue star juniper. I've got a few of those and a few of these dwarf Alberta spruces. Hope those grow up and become some winter interest. Verbena barnariensis, seeding itself everywhere. And that is the garden in the middle of summer.